And welcome back everyone, back to another anime Vanguards video. So as you can see from the title, I'm gonna be trying to make a quick video for you guys on best way to complete these challenges by yourself. Okay, by yourself. You don't need any of your homies anymore. Turns out you can do this by yourself now. Of course, doing things solo in this game becomes a lot easier when you just have better units. So you always just gotta make sure you're working through ascending your mythics eventually, you know, leveling them up, getting them better traits, re-rolling their stats so they can have better stats, doing whatever you can to make sure your units is at the top of their game. Of course, the second part, which is the most important part, is how you actually play the game. So when you're actually in the game, you're loaded up, it all comes down to how you place your units, where you place them, when you place them, and when you upgrade them. We're quickly just gonna load one of them up. I'm gonna go ahead and just do one of these, because kind of need all this stuff anyways. So if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're an endgame player, so you already know that you always have to have that sprint wagon. But if you're just now starting and you're watching this video, I do recommend you guys checking out my other videos. I do have other videos on anime Vanguards that can give you some more insight and tips and tricks for the game to help you push further. But I'm just gonna assume everyone watching right now are endgame players and they're trying to, you know, just gotta run through these challenges a little quicker. And really quick before we walk into this, I am working on a macro to AFK farm Igris. So if you guys are interested in that, either I cracked the code and the video is already uploaded when you're watching this, or I have it and it's going to be uploaded. So make sure you're subbed and look out for that video. So first things first, y'all. Some people off the bat, I mean, it's just simple, y'all. This little trick is so simple, but some people just don't do it. All right, don't be scared to let these homies walk through a little bit. Okay, don't be scared. If they want to walk through a little bit, let them walk. Oh, why these guys shields? It's all right. Of course, if you have your sprint wagon, be quick, place them down already. You guys can have these people walk through a little bit if you want to. Okay, look, throw another one. I'm safe to throw another one. It's all right, even though they're a little fast, you know, it's getting a little scary, but you still have all of this to work through. And just because you place your units all the way in the back here doesn't mean you have to keep them there. But right now, as I'm waiting for the next round to go through, I'm gonna wait for my money to pull through, and I'm gonna be placing a mythic for my first one instead of, you know, one of my epics or legendaries, just to confirm that I actually get these kills. Because if I would have like straight put epics down up here, wasting my money on those instead of putting them on my sprint wagons, they definitely would have pushed through, and I would have had to like put some 2-3 other units that just would have been unnecessary, just wasting my money. So here it is. I mean, I have my homie right here. He can solo for a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and just place my last sprint wagon. Then once I get my money back, I am gonna be placing another one of my SJWs up here so I can start my choke where I want it to be. Also a little tricky, guys, make sure you guys are utilizing this little thing over here when you guys are able to have them select, you know, which NPC or enemy they want to target first. If you have a bunch of them bunched up in one little area, you definitely should have half of them set on last and the other one set on, you know, first. All right, right now I'm gonna go ahead and place the other one. And as you can see here, I'm kind of just working with my money. Once I know I'm in kind of in a, like, you know, safe area, I start upgrading my sprint wagons. You know, right now my 2 people are up there kind of holding it down. I'm safe to keep upgrading these people. Okay, so I'm hella dumb and I forgot I actually had SJW clicked while I was upgrading. I thought I was upgrading my sprint wagon. That was a complete fail. But just imagine I didn't mess that up, and just imagine I'm actually upgrading my sprint wagons. So that's a little iffy, but you know, because my units are OP, I'm able to afford that little mishap. But right there and then, you would have wanted to, of course, use your sprint wagons, upgrade them up. I have this one at 0, you know, I can give them another one. And right now it's getting a little iffy, so I am gonna go ahead and put one of my homies down right there. Now I'm gonna start working on actually upgrading my choke right now, because it is wave 9, so I should already have like the majority of these maxed out. So to be on the safe side again, I'm gonna go ahead and put another one of her and put this one on last. Especially Challange, you know, with her area damage like this, you definitely want hers to be on last every single time. So this little area damage that she has is constantly shooting, you know, towards that way. And as you upgrade her, you know, it just gets bigger and bigger. And as long as it's placed on last, she's gonna continue to shoot in that straight line. You know, when you have this one right here, you know, shooting this way, she's missing a lot of vital people. So put this on last, make sure she's always focusing over there. Now I'm safe to give some of these a couple upgrades. So it's wave 15 right now, y'all. I already have my sprint wagons maxed out. I have this choke going on, and now that I have these actually maxed out, I mean, this should have been maxed out at about like, you know, 11 or 10, but I was yapping too much. But you know, I'm kind of safe to like get rid of these over here and make sure I have my whole choke right here. Get these all maxed out, start maxing them. Of course, your top guy, you want to make sure you're focusing your homie that can do the most damage. But these other ones don't, it's all right. So my others, SJW, get them all up here. Oh, doesn't Data a stun? Oh, he's gonna stun our homies, right? Oh, Look at that. Too easy, y'all. And again, this is on the harder side of it. Of course, yeah, I do know I have my mythics. I have them maxed out. And I have a couple with some mythic traits. But that's what I was saying earlier in the video. It really just comes down a lot on having those good units. And once you have those good units, you don't need homies no more. You don't need them anymore. Freak Daijin. I hate that guy, dude. You don't need your friends anymore once you're OP. It just all comes down to actually learning how to place these characters, learning where to place them, when to place them, when to upgrade them. Trust me, you guys, some people can probably make it into this harder levels with way weaker units. And again, it really just comes down to what I just said on doing that correctly. And one tip with that Datara, of course, with that stun thing, if you guys do have Challange, I would recommend you guys utilizing or taking advantage of her long range. Of course, with that stun effect, if you have her placed a little farther away and start upgrading her so you guys can have her like right at the tip of where she's actually like, you know, her radius is touching the enemy, but she's not too close, so you guys can avoid all your enemies being stunned like that. Of course, for me, right there and then, it didn't really matter as much because it's just a couple seconds and they're strong enough to kill them in one hit. But if you guys are on the side where your units aren't the best and they do take a little bit more time to kill that final boss, then it would be recommended for any of your units that are long range to just take advantage of that, place them farther away from the main road so they aren't all stunned. Okay, now I'm frozen on this damn loading screen. I'm back. It took me years to load in here. One other tip, you guys, is that make sure you guys are utilizing all those like hotkeys you're able to do, like when you're able to click on one and it gives you a bunch of hotkeys instead of you actually moving your cursor to click it. It does help a lot that you guys are quick on upgrading those sprint wagons, because I'm not sure if some of you guys have noticed, but when you guys are using your sprint wagons, you are able to get that money for it 2 times halfway through the round and once the round actually finishes. And if you're able to catch the time when you get the money halfway through the round, you can get that upgrade so you can get even more money when that round finishes. And that kind of like grace period in between both of those times that you receive that money is pretty small, so you got to make sure you're paying attention and knowing when to upgrade your sprint wagons like really quick. Like when you have the money, be ready to upgrade it so you don't miss when that round ends and you're able to get even more money by upgrading them. As for going about getting better units, again, I would recommend you guys checking out my videos. I have 2 videos on like basically the best way to get gems in this game, just so you can start grinding out these mythics. We got Challange right here. Damn, that's about it, y'all. Really simple, really quick. I just kind of wanted to share that little method. Pretty much overall what it is, you guys, is just don't be scared to let them walk a little bit. You know, it might get a little scary once they start pushing further back, but it's all right. It's all right. It's an easy, simple method that a lot of people don't do because it just seems insane. It seems insane to do, like, oh, I'm gonna let these people walk halfway through the freaking map with 5,000 million freaking life. No, I'm not doing that. Like, of course, that just sounds insane to say, but again, it's just so effective. It's so effective. Just be patient, let them walk through, build up that money, and once you have enough, slap down that mythic. And of course, with sprint wagon, if you guys haven't gotten fortune on your sprint wagon yet, you guys gotta get that. Of course, it's gonna be a little hard because, you know, these rerolls sometimes aren't easy to get. Sometimes I got 60, but that's besides the point. Sometimes it's not easy to get, and you just want to get that fortune on your sprint wagon. You're gonna bump up the amount of money you're able to get from them ever so slightly. But I'm gonna wrap up the video there. I don't want to make that video long. I am trying to work on making my videos a lot shorter, you know, basically meaning it's less yapping, because I know you guys don't like me just going on and on and on and on. So besides that, it has been Prime Iridium, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.